Hello, everyone. As you can probably tell, looking out my window, it's nighttime. That would be because it's Friday night. Yes, Friday night. Even though I'm showing this on Saturday morning, I have a pretty packed schedule tomorrow morning, so I thought I'd get this done a little earlier. Actually, quite a bit earlier the night before. So, our gospel lesson for this Sunday coming up is kind of an interesting one. It's one that talks about how you get somebody in church in trouble. No, that's what it is. It's how you get somebody in church kicked out of church. No, it's not that either. The lesson sounds something like that, but actually, it's a lesson about how you regain a rightful relationship with someone. But there's a couple things about this passage I just wanted to point out very quickly so that come Sunday morning, when you're listening to my sermon or someone else's sermon who might be talking about it, you'll think about these things. The first is the way the scripture starts. It starts out, if another member of the church sins against you, go and point out the fault when the two of you are alone. That's a very good thing. It means keep it personal, keep it between the two of you. Now, there's something about this passage that's interesting. That's not the best reading that we have. It's not the best Greek reading. The best Greek reading would say, if your brother sins, go and point out the fault between the two of you. You notice the difference? The difference is it's not a member of the church, it's your brother. This is a family matter, not flesh and blood family matter, but family matter as far as the church is concerned. Matthew, when he put this gospel together, he knew what Jesus was getting at. Jesus said this is like family. The church is family. So when your brother sins, and again, the first passage I read said sins against you, see, that makes it personal. Well, then it's like you against that person, right? No. The better Greek reading is when a brother sins. Period. In other words, it doesn't have to be some disagreement between the two of you. It could be you seeing with your eyes what's happening to someone you dearly love. And you know it's not right. You know it's harmful for them. And you want to make things right. In your relationship, possibly, but it could be something this person is doing to harm themselves and others. Just keep that in mind when you read this. It's pretty interesting, and it opens up a whole avenue of thought about just how we should be concerned for one another. Not that we're sticking our nose in their business, but that we really, truly do care about them. And then I like to skip toward the end. Now, the passage goes on to say, if that doesn't work just between you and that person, do it with someone else so there's a witness, and then do it with two or three, and then you go before the whole church, and if that doesn't work, you kick them out. No, you consider them to be as a tax collector or a Gentile. Well, what's wrong with that? You know what's interesting about that is, who did Jesus associate with a great deal of the time? In fact, it got him in trouble with the Pharisees. You're always eating and drinking with those tax collectors and those Gentiles. So in other words, we throw even more love at them. It's not that we just boot them out and say, "Your history, goodbye, you won't listen to us. See you later, alligator." No, you throw even more love at them. Just a couple fascinating things that I see from the scripture, and I wonder, I just have to wonder, was Jesus pulling a fast one on you and me by saying this? We're thinking of it in one way, but he's forcing us to look at it in a different way. Stay tuned for sermon time. God's blessings be with you. Have an awesome Saturday.